Dear community of St. Paul, I hope you're all staying well. Many churches have the ability to streamline whole masses in English and in Spanish, and I hope that you've been able to find one that you like and that you can participate. Here at St. Paul, we're a little less talented or gifted with all the electronics, and so I'm videoing this homily for Palm Sunday on my cell phone. I will video it first in English, then in Spanish, and I'll also put it in written form on the bulletin, the regular bulletin on our website. This upcoming week is the most densely packed time for readings in the church year. For example, Palm Sunday, Passion Sunday, used to be 2 different weeks, but after Vatican II, they combined it into one. And so my homily I would like to give is from the reading for Palm Sunday, when Jesus enters Jerusalem. It's Matthew chapter 21, verses 1 to 11. Here's my homily. At the beginning of World War II, 1939, the British government asked the Irish government to join the Allied forces in the war against Germany, who had attacked Poland. The problem for the Irish government was that they were controlled by Britain. And while Britain was saying we are going to war to free Poland, they weren't offering freedom to Ireland. And so the decision of the Irish government was that they would not go to war with Britain, but if any Irish person, man or woman, wanted to fight against Germany, they would encourage them and help them to do so. And 200,000 Irish people joined the British forces. The Irish government also quarantined any Irishman who was known to be anti-British in case they would try to cause trouble during those perilous times. That tension in Ireland was similar to the tension in Jerusalem at the time of Jesus, when the Jews came together to celebrate the week-long celebration of the Feast of Passover, when they praised God that they had been freed from slavery in Egypt. The problem was that they were then controlled by Rome, so they didn't really have the freedom. And the Roman government wanted to make sure that there would be no uprisings or problems with the Jewish community during that week of Passover. So the Roman governor came with his troops from Tiberias and entered Jerusalem through the western gate. He came on his war horse with his troops. Now, on the eastern gate, Jesus entered on a donkey with his nursing foal in tow. And the people cheered for Jesus. Now, the contrast was very obvious. And 5 days later, Jesus was dead, executed by the horrible crucifixion by the Roman government. Now, we all have our own crucifixions in life. Some of them now upon us because of this coronavirus. But as I look at our crucifixions, I can't help but be sort of saddened by the 1.6 million Indians from Venezuela who are fleeing from Venezuela because of the crisis there, and also because the lack of food and shelter. And they're fleeing into Colombia. And they're only a microcosm of the pain that permeates our world. But we are a people of hope. The resurrection of Jesus, soon after his crucifixion, was God's radical no to empire building, to empire control of others. And we as a Christian community follow our Christ. I can't help but be firm in my faith when I see how our church has reacted to the present crucifixions. I see people bringing food baskets to our food pantry for those who come seeking help. I see checks in the mail every day, people wanting to support our church. And I see lots of envelopes every day that are pushed through the cracks of the front door. People giving their contributions. We are a church, alive and well and considerate of each other. St. Paul Church is alive and well. Thanks be to God.